Well, Viktor Gyökeres has spoken out on joining Manchester United. I know most of you are really eager to know what he has obviously gone ahead to come up and obviously speak about. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And let's obviously roll down the green and see what this deal is all about, as even Harry Maguire comes in through to have something to speak about Manchester United and the final that they are set to play on Wednesday in Spain. And continue to subscribe, guys, because we want to hit the magic number of, is it 21,000 subscribers? So please go ahead and really do the needful and really get us along and really going. That is it. So yesterday the League of Portugal came to an end, and it's hammed up in 30 something games, and Viktor Gyökeres even scored to really score his 39th game of the league, and he was sending a message to teams like Manchester United, please, I'm really scoring goals and you have to obviously come in for me, and if at all you can't come in for me, maybe someone else will obviously come in for me. But a question was posed to him that most of you will really want to see what the answer was like. And what was the question? What is your next club? He said, we can't predict the future. We never know what happens. I'm focused on celebrating this title and try win the Taca de Portugal. So he has come up and obviously not really forgotten to speak about the people that have gone ahead to obviously make this happen, and that is his club, Sporting Lisbon, and he's like, I cannot predict the future, meaning that he doesn't know whether he's leaving or he's going. But I tell you this, the boy is leaving. That's club of Sporting Lisbon. And he's sending a message to Manchester United that, please, go ahead and win the UEFA Europa League. When you win it, then you'll have money to obviously sign me as your player, because we all know the financial problems, the constrictions that United is really going through, don't we? We all know. And I tell you what, he doesn't want to reveal, because on the other side, he doesn't want to make the fans of Sporting Lisbon hungry or angry, and he's doing it to really focus so much onto the game, because being the main man in that team of Sporting Lisbon and being the star boy, if he makes out a statement that I'm leaving to Manchester United, or Arsenal, I'm not going to be playing here next season, it might really demoralize the team. But he has to obviously keep it in his secret. He has to keep it in his secret book or secret bank, and then later, maybe after playing Benfica on the 25th of May, then he'll obviously say his bye-byes to the fans of Sporting Lisbon. And I think all they're waiting for is to see whether they win that trophy on Friday. And if at all they win it on Friday, they'll find themselves in a position of really doing a double trophy parade as the side of Sporting Lisbon in there. So we are waiting to see how that pans out. But them playing on Friday and United playing on Wednesday in the UEFA Europa League finale just sends a message to everyone in there that it's a different domino, altogether. One factor will influence the other. As I've already told you that with United interested in getting in Matthias Cunha, they might not really have a very huge budget to really bring in Viktor Gyökeres if at all we are not in the Champions League. And United has a chance to play in the Champions League if they beat Spurs on Wednesday. And I know he won't really speak the same on Friday, because Arsenal is there already in the Champions League. They are playing against Newcastle today, and you're waiting to see what they're really having to say about it. So I'm here to let you know that it's not gonna be anything far apart from leaving. He's leaving the club of Sporting Lisbon. But United, if you want to get the player, we have to win the Champions League. So we have to win the UEFA Europa League and play in the Champions League. And that's exactly what this lad is really saying. And I know if we are the Champions League, he will obviously be convinced. by Ruben Amorim to come and really play at the club of Manchester United and maybe given a chance to turn around that side. I've gone ahead to let people know all the time that this man, we're talking about Viktor Gyökeres, will obviously come in as a senior striker and Rasmus Højlund should be an understudy of a senior striker at the club of Manchester United. So we're waiting to see how things are really going to be panning out in there for you. But Gyökeres has spoken out on his future and he has not been elaborative enough, but it's like, I don't know what my future really holds. But we all know that he's leaving and let's wait and see what really pans out from that. Harry Maguire has come out and obviously spoken lots of things about this season and how he expects it to end. Maguire on Man United having nothing to play for domestically said, we've got to take the responsibility on that and that's unacceptable. For sure, we are to blame for that and I know for the fact next season will improve a lot. So, if you're talking about domestically, that calls in for the following. 1. Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and United is nowhere near any of those trophies. Carabao Cup, we are knocked out. Was it by Newcastle from the Carabao Cup? Then FA Cup, we were knocked out. Which team knocked us out from the FA Cup? I don't even remember. And in the Premier League, we are placed 16th, the worst ever position that we've ever gone ahead to be in at that club. So he says, and I know for the fact next season will improve a lot. So these are really some of the words that I'm really fed up. These same players under different managers have always promised for a better season, but have they gone ahead to obviously walk the talk? I tell you no, they haven't gone ahead to walk the talk. Now, he added and said a club like Manchester United should not have nothing to play for within 2 months left of the season. We are sat in the mid-table and it's 2 months left of the season and we've got nothing to play for. So that's our fault. So United has to be doing better and we are not doing any better. That's what he's really saying. So, but I want to see these players really have what you call consistency, because they can come and obviously get you 1-2 good games, but they cannot go on a stretch of 10 good games and them performing at the same levels. Apart from a few players, Delete, Lisandro Martinez, Mazarawi, Amadi Diallo, we have few players who have gone ahead to obviously master the craft of consistency, and that is our biggest problem in here. So Harry Maguire asked if the Premier League and UEFA Europa League feel differently playing in. He said, yeah, it does, especially the last couple of months. But I think that's we've got to take the blame for that. So he's like different fields, but I tell you, United has what it takes to win the UEFA Europa League and play into the Champions League next season. That's what we can obviously count our season on. And by the way, if it doesn't come that way, it will be one of the biggest disappointments of this season, I tell you. But all in all, I'm here to let you know that United is playing on Wednesday in the final, and I think tomorrow I'm obviously gonna be bringing you what we call the match preview as a way to see who passes the lead fitness test. Matthias De Ligt, Diego Dallo, those two are really working hard, and they're working around the clock to be part of the team to really play against Spurs. By the way, when you're playing against Spurs, you need all your best players, because Spurs is not an easy nut to crack. Rock and David remains my name. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Viktor Gyökeres speaking out on his transfer to Man United, and then what are your thoughts about Harry Maguire and what else going to say about Manchester United? Guys, I think we call it the first video of the day, and more is yet to come on your screens here onto the United Matters channel. Very soon we'll be having a studio where we work from and be shooting better and better and better content. Hope you guys will enjoy that, and we thank the people behind that. You've been supportive, and let's rock and roll on this piano. Bye bye. See you later.